A heavy downpour 40 minutes into the final morning threatened to stop Somerset from sending Durham to their first defeat of the LV County Championship season, but when the skies cleared, the home side raced to their target to win by 7 wickets, with Marcus Trescothick rolling back the years with a quite brilliant 100. The last day began on time, with Somerset on 112 without loss in their pursuit of a target of 248. Trescothick was adding to his overnight score of 58 immediately, with successive 4s in the first over of the day. Johan Myburgh resumed his innings, needing 2 for a 50, and he was there quickly with this single in the morning second over. He'd needed 68 balls to get there, from which he'd found the boundary 7 times. His first match opening the innings with his captain was working rather well. Trescothick knew that rain had been forecast and so was in a real hurry to get the job done, simply continuing where he left off on the previous evening. He was helped a bit by the fact that Durham were missing Scott Borthwick, who was sidelined with a cracked finger, Mark Wood, who had a sore side, and Jamie Harrison with a knee problem, which left a lot of work for the likes of Chris Rushworth and Ryan Pringle. Pringle will have learned a lesson or two on his debut. I can't imagine he'll find too many batsmen blasting him over the covers for a 6 out of the rough. This extraordinary shot proved just how well Trescothick was batting. In just 35 balls, he moved from his overnight 58 to his second 100 of the summer, getting there off 110 balls overall. The only thing he got wrong was when he turned for a second run without looking at his partner. That sold Myburgh horribly short, and he was easily run out to end the partnership on 165, which was made in only 32 overs. Myburgh departed on 55. England selector Angus Fraser was a spectator at the ground, and he saw Nick Compton yorked by Rushworth, only for the bowler to have overstepped. A thunderstorm then moved across the ground with Somerset on 168 for 1, and the players weren't back on until 3:45. Compton was then quickly out for a duck, LBW to Pringle for his maiden first-class wicket. There were other showers about, and so Trescothick continued to race through the numbers with the kind of magical shots he's produced through the years. This whole knock saw him at his best. He'd waited 618 days to reach 3 figures in Taunton, and all he wanted now was to make sure that it won his side the game. He took 3 sixes off Rushworth in the space of only 7 deliveries, with some incredible shots as he brought down the runs required to fewer than 50. Alvaro Peterson also didn't want to waste any time. He sent this ball from Pringle into the distance as Somerset began to canter home. Trescothick did hole out off Pringle after making 133 off 129 balls, but by now only 34 were wanted. So it was left to Peterson instead to finish the game off, Somerset scoring the 136 runs they needed at the start of the day in only 22.5 overs. Overall, they'd raced to their target at 5.5 runs per over to make what looked to be a challenging chase into a very easy one. They won by 7 wickets, Peterson ending on 36 and James Hildreth on 11, after Rushworth and Pringle were forced into bowling almost all of the overs. Ben Stokes should be back for Durham when they head to Trent Bridge on Sunday with just 3 points from this game. Somerset took 20, which puts them in second place along with Yorkshire and leaves them as the only undefeated team in the top flight as they now head to Edgbaston from Sunday.